All right, energy. Feeling a bit devoid of void of energy, not having it. But yeah, no, I really want to do this. I'm doing it. Yeah, hopefully I'll pick myself up a bit after it. Yeah, of kind of linear fields of energy connecting us all. Um, Positive and negative energy balance each other out to make zero. Zero is a point of perpetual motion. Perpetual motion is what keeps the Earth spinning within its orbit, which keeps the whole solar system going. Perpetual motion being the ultimate form of energy, something going as a complete nothingness is a holding of all force. But when so and energy is always wanting to come back to zero, so it does everything it can to balance itself out. So human behavior is always wanting human energy coming out of you, coming out of me. We all have our own frequency, and when we all combine each other, when two energy forces combine, it's like any form of energy put together, it creates more energy. So, no, this whole energy thing. Yeah, no, I had an amazing experience. I was at a friend's house, and a spirit thingy was making itself known to us. It was kind of possessing my friend, and it tried to possess me, and I became very aware of it, and I pushed it away, and I was up all night having these things, and made me sort of understand what negative energy is, and how negative energy goes back to the earth, positive energy leaves the earth to keep the earth to go into the next part of the energy field that the earth's transmitting energy up into. So positive energy gets flung off in an upwards motion, and negative energy goes back downwards, and it's the releasing of energy that keeps the perpetual motion going. So, the solar system, or the orbit around the sun, it keeps spinning perpetually, but every so often it has to let something fly off, and to keep it going. Whether it's just energy getting flown off, or if it's actually a whole planet leaving, and that's what it has to be done to keep things flowing in the perpetual motion. And what I believe with energy at the moment, we're at a point we need to come to a point of neutrality. So we need to all find a place of not giving any energy, just to contain all energy within ourselves. And my belief is that exposes, because the moment if you're putting positive energy in, then you're allowing somebody else's negative energy to be balanced. So if you make yourself into a position of neutral energy, then all the negative energy that isn't being balanced is being multiplied by zero, so it is being put away. And so it's not absorbing, but letting negativity go. There's no if it's not being balanced by a positive energy force. So I think we're really at a point of neutrality. That's why I'm I feel that we're at a point of neutrality. So any idea that's coming now is too early. At the moment, we're just needing each individual person to be this one neutral force until we reach a point, and I don't think we've reached that point yet. I'm not wanting to go into 2012 and all that sort of stuff, but I really think that we're progressing towards something, and yeah, it's nice to think that is the point, and there's a whole lot of ancient wisdom behind it and that sort of stuff. So I'm working towards it, but I don't know whether it's tomorrow or 2012, whatever. I'm working towards it. I don't care when it is. I'm just hoping it's soon, because I think we need it, and it's all about being aware of your own energy force and realizing. And I think when two people meet, we need to establish a respectful, become aware of energy transference. You don't walk up to somebody and start imposing energy upon them, and you find a place of neutrality when you meet somebody, so that you are opening yourself to an understanding of their energy. And when you have an understanding of their energy, then you understand their formula, the formula of their energy, and that gives them a chance to understand the formula of your energy, and then you can combine energy, and then it becomes a multiplying effect instead of a subtraction or a addition. Subtraction, addition, subtraction, addition. And my hands are moving, but you can't see it too close. And so if you put conscious effort into energy transference, it can become a multiplication or a division. But if you don't put conscious effort, then it just becomes addition or subtraction. So when somebody is behaving in a negative fashion, you can turn that negative energy into a positive by consciously adding negative energy to it, and that'll make it a multiplication of a negative times a negative, which makes a positive. And I'm sure we've all observed sometimes in our behaviour when we're confronted by something that is negative and we put a conscious reaction into it. If you put a negative reaction into it but consciously and project it in a controlled manner, quite often, I think, well, from my experiences, it always becomes a positive. Whether you're aware of the positive or if in time the positive is seen. But from my experience, it seems it always becomes a positive. And it seems simple mathematics explains this and this energy transference. And you know, and when you're just doing your best around somebody who's a draining force on you, and you feel their energy is a drain on you, so it's a negative impact on you, it doesn't matter how much positive you put into it, you only seem to be able to change it a little bit. But then when you just blow up and you get too overawed from this just being, and you make it positive and you make an effort, and even if you make a positive effort, sometimes, and that's where the multiplication thing comes in, if you multiply a negative energy with a positive, you actually end up making a greater negative energy. So that's where I think we really need to become aware of this energy transference. I don't know, I could be full of rubbish here, but it seems to make sense to me, and I've been testing it out for a while. I've spent lots of time not doing much, travelling on the underground, travelling on the trains, just being aware, being conscious of the moment and seeing how I interact with people and what people and the way people interact with me, and how I can just focus positive energy towards a person and they will react. Looking on the underground, like mirror, mirror, mirror through the tunnel, so you can see a person that's in 2 carriages away, and I focus energy on them, and I really do believe that, yeah. And dance floor moments, the energy, I don't know. Explaining myself just seems to weaken me, but I don't know. It's worth it if I can manage to, get some discussion happening on energy and our responsibilities in regarding it. Like, I don't know. I don't believe in. I don't know. Like it's not. It's not about knowing the answers. It's about finding the path towards them, and travelling it. I've done a lot of time. Like I can tell you, I like learning to absorb energy from the sun as a supplement for food, a replacement for food. You know, I've experimented with that and I've done it. But I can't go and tell you that, yeah, you can go and get energy from the sun and you don't need to eat. It won't work. But if you just put and you have to live through it, you need to train yourself. You need to move on past being reliant on food. I'm not that person anymore. Now I've got a family and a business and all that. I need to work and be unbalanced and push myself past my limits and all that. So, yeah, no, I can't live like that anymore. But I'm working towards a society where we can all work towards living like that. It's happening. So, but yeah, this understanding of energy I think is really important. And, I see some really great ideas happening out there, and I'm looking forward to when we all put them into practice. But I think at the moment it's all about you and me, and just being yourself and understanding, learning your own frequency, and learning to project that energy frequency in the linear pattern with all our fellow humans, accepting equality, and it's all going to happen. I see this equal money thing is really knowing that as well. It's really good to see. I think it's just focus on yourself. But the energy thing, I'd really like to have a bit more discussion with that. We can start doing a few little experiments, and I haven't quite. I've been looking at the forums on the money one. I keep getting the comments encouraging me in that, but I'm more about just living each day, and I found it a bit. I don't know. I think I want to see some natural things happening what's happening, like getting things happening on the ground. Like, it's all good talking about it on the internet, but what are we doing in everyday life? Or what people are we connecting with in the real world? That's what I want to know about. Um, you know, um, and this energy is not like, yeah, we can do it on the internet, and let's do some experiments, see how powerful we can be. Yeah, using internet connection, doing yeah, we're definitely connecting here. It's nowhere near as powerful as the connection you'll get in real life and with real people. And I'm not getting much of an idea of what everyone here is doing in everyday life. Is it a false reality we're creating on the internet? I don't know. I'm just, you know, like, so what are we doing? If anybody's wanting to come and connect with this place we're doing here, like, there's yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a bold statement to say we'll pay your airfare, but if you're going to, if you want to do some work here and get things going, like, I know it should be a worthwhile situation. But, I don't know. There's, yeah, well, the whole SCD thing's hardly taking off. But, yeah, it's going to happen sometime. I'm just wearing myself out. Don't know if I'm going to be a dead person or if I'm a live person. All right. Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say about energy. Yeah, well, we've all got it. It's just what we do with it that counts. It makes a difference.